Okay, you get a little taste of Juanita during the day, what I look like with no makeup, no hair, working on my computer. But yes, I thought I'd practice what I preached, and I showed you this morning the wigs, and I did shampoo them before I even combed them out. And I just want to show you that sometimes it's a lot easier. Now, these have been shampooed and sprayed. They've been shampooed with Hair You Wear Cleanse and sprayed with Hair You Wear's Restore, which I absolutely love. It's heat protectant and like a wig refresh, I guess is what you would call it, as far as like during the week when you need to spray your wigs and comb through them. But I just want to show you because this wig looks pretty ratty, doesn't it? But a lot of times if you shampoo them first and then comb them afterwards, look how easy that is. They just come out so much more easy, and you're not sitting there like, you know, snagging and pulling. And that's why a lot of times, like I said, I really like to just shampoo them, spray them down with the leave-in Restore conditioner, which is also a heat protectant. But you can brush through them, or not brush, but you can comb through them with a wide tooth comb. This is from Hair You Wear, although I've used it so much the Hair You Wear emblem has come off. If you can't tell, I'm a little partial to Hair You Wear. I can't help it. I love their products, but I also love my sales rep, Jody, very much. She is one super great person, and I just enjoy and I feel blessed that she is my sales rep, and I feel blessed to have her in my life. And the funny thing is, I have talked to her 6 years on the phone, and I've never met her. I am finally going to, though, in April. I'm signed up to go to another Hair You Wear wig specialist class. And anyway, so I get to meet Jody that I've talked to 6 years on the phone. I get to meet her in real time, so I'm super excited about that. But look, I mean, see how easy this is to comb through? So let's see. Now this is the one. Now tonight I'm going to work on this one, and we're going to steam it. And here is my other one that we've straightened. Look, get that off of there a little bit. Okay, there we go. This is the one that we did straighten the bottom out on, because you can see the underneath. See those little hairs? Those are the ones I worked on. But I wanted to practice what I preached and have these nice and clean before I went any further. I'm getting ready. I'm gonna straighten this gal out right now with the flat iron. This is the one we're gonna do all heat on, and the other one we're gonna do all steam on. And it's just to show you different techniques of what you can and cannot do. So I will have makeup on tonight, and I will see you all later. Bye. Actually, you'll be seeing it tomorrow night, but I'll see you later. Bye. Everybody have a great afternoon. Bye-bye. I want to do one more thing. I am going now. They have the Restore that I brag on all the time that you cannot use too much of. They have that, but then they also have this new product that they came out with that is called Protect. The Restore was actually their heat protectant before they came out with Protect, but this stuff is more like Simply Silk, where the Restore, like I said, you can spray and spray and spray, and you're never going to get too much on. You don't even feel it. It just makes your wig feel absolutely wonderful, soft, bouncy. I mean, you can see, obviously, it feels really nice. This stuff, a little bit goes a long way. Like I said, it's more like Simply Silk, like the silicone, and it is a heat protectant, but my suggestion is flip it over, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Then I'm going to flip it back, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And normally what I would do is, really, I did it because I wanted to show you guys, but normally I take my wigs outside and spray it outside because it will make your floor slick. So just be mindful of that and be very careful. But that's how you use that product. So anyway, like I said, I will link all these products down below in my description on my video, and they're in the description. They're linked in the descriptions on my other videos. So Anyway, I'm gonna get to work on this gal now. We got her all ready, and I'm gonna get to work, and I'll see you later. Bye. Hey everybody, it's evening time now. And okay, first thing I'm going to share. Today I practiced what I preached, and I shampooed my 2 wigs that I'm gonna be doing. Exact same wigs. Actually, I remembered the name. I think it was Nice Move by Raquel Welch, and this is in Cinnabar, which it honestly is a beautiful red. But I have got this all straightened out. So she has been shampooed, straightened with the flat iron. I shampooed with the cleanse. I sprayed with Restore, and then after she was completely dry, I sprayed with Protect, and then I went in and I flat ironed all of it. So there she is. She's all straight and ready to go, and this is the one we're gonna do all heat on. No steam, just heat. Difference. Look at that little thing's leaking there. I am just gonna take this. Hope you can see. Let me get this up here a little closer. I'm just gonna pick these up right there in the part line and take those back. Make sure you don't burn yourself, because it's really easy to catch yourself with this steam. And honestly, a lot of times I'll just use my fingers and just kind of manipulate the fibers and stuff is what I will do on these wigs. I look at it and I kind of shape it. I use the steamer as my way of shaping it. I kind of still want the bangs, but I want them lifted up a little bit. So I'm gonna just go right down there at the base and get those. And I'm gonna put this wig on when I get done, but I'm not gonna do a whole lot to it. But like I said, I'm gonna use these wigs, the ones I'm gonna sell, as teaching moments for you guys. But like I said, I just kind of look at the front and I shape it. And like I said, I still want to kind of keep the bangs a little bit, but I don't want them all the way down in my face. And that's what I like about the steamer. A lot of times you can take your fingers and kind of manipulate the fibers with your fingers, or kind of get them to where you want to go. And I tell you what, you hit them with that steamer, they pretty much stay where you put them. Now, what I'm going to do, let's see here. I'm digging out brushes. A little bit bigger brush. And what I'm going to do, because this wig is so cute. Now or Never by Raquel Welch in Shaded Biscuit. I'm going to take this. Put that iron brush in there. Ooh, I just got myself with the steam. And I'm just going to kind of bend those ends over that way just a little bit. This is a nice wig. They had this on sale in their overstocks in January and February, and I bought several wigs. So I have several of them to sell, but I just gotta get them ready. See now? Okay, look at that top now. It's not wanting, it's laying back. And anyway, let me put this girl on. I think I got it good enough for tonight. But the more you fluff this wig, the cuter it is, actually. So, of course, I like big hair. It makes a big difference, but not everybody does. But hey, heat-friendly fibers, like I said. I mean, you can see that one back there. I clearly got it completely bone straight. If you want them straight, you can straighten them out. Okay, let's get this on here. And like I said, I don't want to waste a lot of you guys' time, but I thought, you know what? This one needs to be fixed anyway, so I'm going to use it as a teaching moment. Like I said, this one's really cute. It's got a cute profile from the side, I think. But anyway, Now or Never in Shaded Biscuit by Raquel Welch. So I'm an ear tucker. Get that tucked behind my ear. All right, so let's get into the rest of it, what I am fixing to show you tonight. And it's really basically the same information. Okay, this is Now or Never. This is what it pretty much looks like, styled. And when I say not to let your fibers, not to let your wigs get to a bad spot, the thing is, like, this is about as bad as you want to get them. And every night when you take your wig off, you should really take the nape, spray some Restore on that, and if you need to, take like a big round brush in your blow dryer and just kind of softly, just smooth those ends out on that underneath side. That's all you gotta do. You don't have to touch, because this doesn't get the friction up here. Just where it gets friction at, and that's mostly in the nape. Sometimes around your face it does a little bit, but that mainly is where you need to do that every night, just for maintenance. And like I said, I'm gonna go over it again. You guys are gonna get sick of me saying it, but shampoo your wigs every 5 to 7 wearings. And like I said, you kind of have to calculate what a wearing is. Let's see here. Let me section that just a little bit more. But like I said, if you can not let them get past what this is right here, that's good. Like, the less you can get them to a point of not being totally gross and gummed up and all that, the better off you are. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a break. Sorry about that. I'm back. Yes, it's definitely allergy season. But okay, this one, like I said, these are 2 different steamers. This one is from John Renault. It points like just more direct. Like if you're, where you're working, like I just want to like hit just little sections of the knots on this. This is perfect for that. I'm gonna turn on the one. Now this one is Hair You Wear Steamer. And it is, like I said, they both are great, but they both kind of serve different purposes. This one's a broader thing of steam. So I'm gonna use this one to straighten these fibers here. But let's see, I wrote it down. Oh, last night when I couldn't remember what I had in my head when I rewatched the video, I remembered. Always let your pieces air dry. Do not, honestly, do not blow dry them, even if they're heat-friendly fibers. Your regular synthetic wigs, your heat-friendly synthetic wigs, your human hair wigs, all of them, you let air dry. Definitely. It's better for them, and they're going to last a whole lot longer if you do that. Like I said, every night, put a little Restore on. If you have to like smooth it down a little bit, and the Protect that I said, a little bit goes a long way. That's a good thing to kind of spray in the nape, because it is more like that Simply Silk and has those silicones in it. But anyway, okay, here we go. It's super easy to straighten these. And sometimes you have to kind of, there we go. I'm gonna have to go through those ends just a little bit. Okay, now let me get here. Kind of the same principle. I'm putting my comb in there, and then I am combing through. Those ends. And once you, I try to tell you, I'm trying to think of all the things about heat-friendly fibers. Once you alter your heat-friendly fibers with heat, they are never, ever, ever going to be the same, back to the same way they were originally, the way they came. They're just not going to be. Okay. So now I've got those. I can comb through it. There we go. Okay. Let me lower this a little bit so you can kind of really see what I'm doing here. Sorry about that. I didn't know you couldn't see the ends, but I think you kind of get the gist of it. And like I said, some of this I make look easy with the comb, but you have to realize I have 40 years of experience doing this with dealing with hair. So I probably am going to make it look a little simple, more simple than it is, or it's going to seem clumsy when you do it. But the thing is, you know, if you have to sit down, if you have to grab a piece of hair and like work on a little section like this big to like get it accomplished, go ahead. I mean, and I have to set these steamers, when I'm doing the steamer, I have to set it down in between. And sometimes I'll have to set my flat iron or my curling iron down in between. I like the steamer, honestly. Like I said, I have heard people say that they think it shrinks the fibers. It does not shrink the fibers. I can tell you 100% wholeheartedly and truly, the hair with the steamer actually feels more soft when it's dry than what it does when you put straight heat on them. I'm kind of taking my wide tooth comb here and getting this. See, right, those fibers right there around my face, those were getting a little crummy on the ends. I'm taking the wide, I'm using the wide end of my comb. Now I'm going to go to the fine tooth part of it. And I'm kind of turning my comb out like that. But you can really get your ends. Now, it doesn't get quite as straight as what they do with the flat iron, but like I said, it's a little softer on the fibers, and it will definitely, it definitely smooths the ends just as well. I mean, I can comb through that and I feel those ends now. I mean, that feels absolutely amazing. It feels just as good as what the other one does as far as that goes. So yeah, I'm gonna work on this wig some more, but I do like this wig because like I said, I like the side profile of it. I think it's really cute. Like I said, I'm gonna make this look fairly simple. And it's not, like I said, if you feel clumsy, it's okay. It's okay. You're looking at somebody, like I said, that's done it for 40 years and has worked with her hands in this comb. And that's why my hands are so, ugh. If anything, I'm embarrassed of my hands, to tell you the truth. But actually, it's a bittersweet thing with my hands. I don't like how they look because they do look really, but bittersweet. I don't like the way they look. That's the bitter part. But the sweet part is I have touched a lot of heads over the years, and there's a lot of hard work and something to be proud of in all those wrinkles and the dryness and everything on those hands. So that's the sweet part. I served a lot of people over the years. And now I have the opportunity to serve you guys and teach you, pass on all the information that I know. Okay, there's a little tangle there. Like I said, when I take a section down, I'm using the wide part of my comb. And I'm kind of going through there until I get all the knots out. Then I'll take the fine side of the comb. But I want to show you, I think before I even, on that other wig, I'm going to show you, I'm going to thin it out a little bit. And so I can show you guys, or I call it debulking. I'm going to debulk these wigs a little bit before I restyle them. So you guys will learn how to do that also. There we go. Okay, so you kind of get the gist of what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of taking this, running that steamer right behind there. And always use distilled water. I just keep a couple of gallons of distilled water around to use in my steamers because, yeah, you definitely want them to last and stick around for a while. Okay, there we go. I got a little more water. That one runs out of water really fast. But, okay, so you get the gist. I'm going to finish straightening this tonight. Like I said, I've shampooed. I went on a wig shampooing binge today. But I got both these shampooed. So, again, you're going to get sick of me saying this, but don't let them get to a bad spot. That, like I said, when I showed you this one, that's about as bad as you want to let them get. And for daily maintenance, every night, take them, and in that nape where there's any kind of friction or you're feeling tangles, spray some Restore on it, put a little heat on it, smooth those fibers back out, recurl them if you have to. But that's what you want to do on a daily. If you're wearing it daily, that's what you want to do. Also you can spray some of the Protect, which is more like that silicone, in your nape also. Don't overdo it because it will get greasy. And another thing that you can do to help protect your nape, if you have one that's got length, is buy some cheap extensions and clip them in down at the bottom underneath the hair. Clip them in down here, whoops, like along this bottom. And your extensions will get the friction then instead of your wig. And that will help extend the life of your wig a little bit more also. That's a tip that I had heard from someone. So, and I think that is a great, and he designs, he is on Hair You Wear, Raquel Welch, Gabor, Hairdo. He's one of the designers. So that tip came from him, and I thought, wow, that is a game changer to just take some cheap extensions on the underneath side and, just take one single weft of them and pin them on that underneath side, and they get the friction then, and your wig doesn't. So that would help cut down on the friction also. Trying to think. But, okay, so A, don't let them get to a bad spot. B, shampoo them every 5 to 7 shampoos. C, okay, where's my list? Always let your pieces air dry. Don't ever blow dry any of them. Don't. It's hard on them. Let them down. If you want to restyle, like if you've got a human hair wig and you're going to restyle it, I would suggest getting one, like I said, my continuous mist sprayers that I love. I would just mist it down with that and then go in with the blow dryer and do your thing with that, just section by section. Trying to think what else, if there's anything else I can tell you. I'm a day behind on all of these. So like tonight at 7 o'clock is coming out from what I filmed last night. This one will be out on Wednesday night. Now tomorrow I am not going to film because I have to go, I've got a doctor's appointment in Cape tomorrow, about an hour south of where I live, and it's going to be a long day for me, so I'm not planning on videoing, but I will have another video back up Friday night for you guys. And like I said, I'm going to have these straightened, and then I think we're going to start with this one back here that we've done the heat on, and we're going to start doing some different curl patterns and stuff with this. So anyway, hang in there with me. I hope you guys are learning some things and not getting tired of me repeating myself. But like I said, I mean, it's just, if you do a lot of precautionary stuff, you can really extend the life of your wigs. And that's what I want to give you, all the tools. Like I said, that just give you all the tools that you can use to make your wigs last longer, to enjoy your wigs, and just get the best out of everything. So yeah, because I know they're expensive, but I always think if you had to get your hair done, cut and colored every 6 weeks or so, really wigs in the long run are cheaper. It's a proven fact. I mean, they've done the numbers before and it is cheaper. So, and it's so much fun. I mean, I like when you get to that point of where they are comfortable, where you're comfortable in them and you just don't care. It's like you can accessorize your wigs with your outfit. Like tonight, I'm putting on some bright red lipstick and I'm gonna put that blonde wig on. I got the black shirt. I should have put my silver necklace on with it. I didn't do that. I kind of got busy and forgot. But yeah, it's fun because you can kind of accessorize your clothes and your hair. You know, if I wanted to go more like on the warm side of the spectrum and wear like a tan color shirt or something, I can wear my, you know, my ice pumpkin spice or fiery copper or something like that and do my makeup more in the warm tones and stuff. So it's just, like I said, it opens up your world to a lot that you wouldn't be able to do. And it's so much better, you know, it's like you get the hair that you always wanted when you wear wigs. So anyway, okay, I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you all. Thank you for sticking with me, and I will see you Friday night then. Thanks. Have a great evening. Bye.